If you're just starting out in perfumery, it's easy to be overwhelmed by the thousands of natural and synthetic materials available to perfumers. In this video, I'll make things easier for you. I'm going to share my 30 must-have materials you need to start your perfumery journey. These materials are a mix of natural and synthetics that span a broad range of categories. With these 30 materials, you can help train your nose, begin making perfumery accords, and even a complete fragrance. Most beginner perfumers buy too many materials to get started. You only need about 30 to actually learn perfumery. So let's start with top notes. These are the first impression of a fragrance. For these, I recommend bergamot oil and sweet orange oil. These are true citrus top notes. They're bright, volatile, and uplifting, but they fade fast. One of the first lessons beginners learn is that citrus notes need support or they disappear. Learning citrus teaches you the difference between impact and lasting power in a fragrance. Next, let's talk green, herbal, and aromatic materials. Green and herbal materials add a level of realism and intrigue to your fragrances, but they're often misunderstood. For these, I recommend petitgrain essential oil, cis-3-hexanol, clary sage, lavender, and linalool. So petitgrain comes from the bitter orange tree, but it doesn't smell like citrus. It's an herbal note that's green, bitter, and woody. Cis-3-hexanol smells like freshly cut grass. It's incredibly realistic, but it's also incredibly easy to overuse. So these materials are great because they teach restraint. They can make a fragrance feel alive with depth and complexity when used correctly. Or they can make your composition completely unwearable. Linalool is one of the most important aromatic molecules in perfumery because it occurs naturally in hundreds of plants and acts as a bridge between citrus, floral, and herbal notes. Lavender is a foundational aromatic note that works in almost every fragrance family, which is why it's the cornerstone of fougere, aromatic, and fresh compositions. So next, let's talk floral heart materials. This is where perfumery really lives, in the heart. For these, I recommend hedione, phenylethyl alcohol, jasmine absolute, ylang ylang, geranium, methyl ionones, and hydroxycitronellol. So most florals in modern perfumery aren't literal floral extracts, they're constructed. Hedione adds space and diffusion, phenylethyl alcohol gives body, and ionones add a soft powderiness to compositions. Understanding these materials teaches you how you can create the smell of a flower by using its component parts. In fact, most floral notes that you smell in perfume aren't naturals. They're built from a key few synthetics. So for this next section, let's talk fresh, clean, and aquatic effects. Freshness doesn't always come from just citrus. This category is also sometimes called new freshness, as it was popularized in the 90s by use of the fragrance CK1. And for these, I recommend dihydromercenol, helionol, and calone. These materials create the idea of cleanliness, air, and water. Calone is really powerful. When used carefully, it feels airy and transparent, but if used incorrectly, it can overpower everything. This category teaches dosage more than anything else. So next we have our woody, amber, and base structure notes. Base notes are what give fragrances their spine. That's what allows your fragrances to last long. So for these, I recommend Isoe Super, Ambroxan or Ambrofix, cedarwood, patchouli, vetiver, labdanum, and veramoss or oak moss. So with many of these materials, they don't always announce themselves upon first impression, but eventually you'll notice their effect, and without them, nothing lasts. So Isoe Super and Ambroxan are two of the most important materials in modern perfumery. You might not notice them, but you'll notice if they weren't in a fragrance. In typical fragrances, they could be dosed at a very high amount too. Next, I have my sweet tonka and aromatic base notes. For these, I have vanillin, coumarin, and aldehyde C18. So coumarin isn't woody. It smells like dried hay, tonka, almond, coconutty almost. And it's one of the key building blocks of fougere structures and cozy amber bases. And vanillin is a synthetic version of vanilla absolute, and it has become widely used in almost all modern fragrances. So next, let's discuss musks. Musks are the quiet heroes of perfumery. They add roundness, a skin feel, and they increase longevity to your compositions. For these, I recommend galaxolide, habanolide, and embretolide. They smooth, soften, and extend everything else. One of the biggest breakthroughs for beginners is realizing that musks aren't just base notes, they're tools that perfumers use for an intended effect in their fragrances. So now that we know these 30 materials, I'll leave you with 5 must-know accords for you to get started using them. If you understand these 5 accords, you can build hundreds of fragrances with just these materials. So the first accord I'd say is a modern floral heart, and that consists of jasmine, phenylethyl alcohol, and hydroxycitronellol. Next, I'd say a woody amber base. For that, you could use isoe super, ambroxan, and a little cedarwood. Next is a clean musk accord, and that consists of galaxolide, habanolide, and embretolide. Try a green fresh accord. Try petitgrain, cis-3-hexanol, and dihydromercanol together. And last, I would suggest a chypre accord. That consists of bergamot, an oak moss base, labdanum, and a touch of patchouli. Now, these are frameworks that help you understand how these materials work and the basic structure of so many fragrances. If you're a beginner, don't chase hundreds of materials when you're starting out. Just start with a few and learn how they actually work together. If this video helped, next week I'll be doing a full breakdown of the accords that I think all new perfumers should start with. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. We are a new channel and a new fragrance brand, so every bit of support helps. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.